Do I really want to open the basement door for Evrart? I don't like the idea one bit. But I kind of want to just do it. I want to know what happens. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to open the door and spook the hell out of whoever this is or get them killed. But I'm curious enough. Someone's washing dishes.
Door has braved the elements for decades.
Oh, maybe it's the girl driver that's doing the drugs.
From Seer, and so is the knocker.
Maybe?
Like a lion's
I don't know.
The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some. The key stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is coming from the apartment. The tenant's key is in the lock.
Oh, shit.
The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signals you to back off from the door. Not a sound. The silence is eerie. Even the darkness is holding its breath inside the apartment. No answer.
That already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home.
We should leave and go talk with Evrart. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround.
The door, the royal lion.
That's not good. I don't love that. I don't love that one bit. The tenant's key is in the lock on the other side. Ooh. Okay, I'm going back here. I want to figure out the locust thing. This place is literally surrounded with locusts, and they won't show up. I can't talk to Cuno about the locusts either. It's extremely infuriating.
Fuck does Cuno care? Yeah, the king. Yeah, whatever the fuck do you? Good call, pick. Cuno doesn't.
God damn it! Why can't I talk to Cuno about this? About the missing insects. I know the locusts are inside Cuno's shack. I saw them. You know what? Screw it. I'm going for the check.
You again. What is it?
I'm going for the check. We make these 28%.
Klaasje is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
She manipulated me too, man.
Sucks for you.
Oh.
But get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardie. I knew I was sticking it in crazy. But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face. Every time you come down and sing her song, she's in your head, man. You're fucked.
Brutal, Titus. Brutal, but true. She has a hold on him.
The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean in his unusually emotional way.
Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them.
I'm sorry, Rhetoric. I'm not good at this.
I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie? It was me. I made you sound weak, and I shouldn't have. But this guy, Goldmouth, he's way in over his head. Be careful with his so-called advice.
Goldmouth. Rhetoric, Goldmouth. That's pretty funny. All right. So I need more in rhetoric. What do I have for clothes that give me more rhetoric? That's logic, conceptualization, drama, visual calculus, logic, drama. There is not much that gives me rhetoric. Oh no. It's all drama. Oh, no, it's minus to rhetoric. Oh, here's some rhetoric. Okay, I have a little bit of rhetoric. And you know what? Screw it. We're gonna put the point in there. We're gonna try again. And we're gonna save. Not because we're save scumming, but just because.
It's you again.
We're doing this again. And then if we fail, we go get more levels and we do it again. 58% is pretty good.
I don't know what went wrong last time. You have so many.
No! You guys are always telling me they're good and then they aren't.
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold. You can trust me.
All those ideas looked really bad.
Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then.
Oh.
Come on. Everyone's waiting. Where are they?
Oh no.
Why is Goldmouth mean to him? Something is wrong. It doesn't look like he's succeeding.
I got this fucking dark shadow over my heart.
What the hell are you talking about?
I got fucked by some chick real bad.
Look around, cop. These men are dock workers. They don't want to hear about your psycho circus.
Shit.
I don't know, boss. I'm always up for another suicide attempt.
What?
Yeah, me too. I'm always up to see a cop cry.
You won't hear it. That's enough for the circus now, officer. Let's do procedural questions, or even, why not take a little breather?
These working class oafs don't know how to talk about feelings. You shouldn't have opened up to them, or anyone.
God damn it. All right, new idea. I'm gonna go talk. I'm gonna go exhaust some of the other dialogue options with the lady. May not be a good idea. I also want to know who the hell this peeping Tom is over here, but it's fine. We'll figure it out later. I'm actually gonna go through her cabinet real quick. I didn't want to originally, but I think I need to start getting more leads because I'm failing the Hardie boys bad.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite a collection in there.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What's that?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Oh.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian.
Oh my god!
Gottwaldian.
Wait.
Marked red blister packs you find. What do you find?
Magnetic
This is
dice!
going to take a little know-how.
Magnetic dice giving me the big stuff. Also dress code Mullen.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. It's speed, man.
Oh.
Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Let's see a brand called Preptide.
A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Huh.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
I mean, oh, I told Kim about it. Shit.
Silently, the bottle slides into your palm. Then, as you turn, into your pocket. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here
I
comes
stole
the
speed.
afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
You know, I actually wonder, maybe without her prescription speed, she might tell me things more. Or I'm just a druggie who just stole her drugs. I don't know which. I think both answers are about the same. Hello.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
I talked to you about your room again.
Yeah?
Did you know that leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There's a peephole there.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could just be coincidence.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
Recent tracks on the floor.
This isn't good.
Her VA is really good. Her like subtle tones when I told her about the peephole, like that felt like genuine like disgust. Where you like you haven't you've registered that it's a thing, but you haven't quite like mentally registered it. That was very
She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
I don't want to say she's got sad written all over the place.
All right.
Let's talk about the so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Yeah,
How about we,
never mind.
You know, change the subject to something more lighthearted now.
Like, I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Sorry, Kim.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Like, for example, his name?
All right, the victim.
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Okay.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
I gotta say, I'm currently wearing her dead lover's armor, and I that's not great. Not a great look.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where was he? Where was Lelystad, the place I mean?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from there?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol,
Yes, electrochemistry. I got that part.
speed, probably also Sildina.
Okay, I got it. How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
Okay, so 42.
A miss. The adversary one.
Eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
Wasn't he bald?
It was light brown.
Oh, no.
Almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine. Made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
I am not. I too have stroked his hair. Oh, no. No, I will not say that.
The young woman nods.
Okay, he had a tattoo.
Oh.
Yes, the giant one across his chest.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes.
Map of his service history?
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with a sharp-nailed finger, picking out imaginary tattoos.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh, yeah.
You tell us precisely what these mean. Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high.
Duh.
It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
I'm not going to ask about if he enjoyed his death. We ordered a toxology report.
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for this stuff. It's for maintaining an erection. Others are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a good point. A lot of uppers are vasoconstrictors, so they, okay. Huh. That's some genuinely good police work right there. Good job, Mr. Dubois.
Because you're a scientist, of course.
God damn it.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
Do I ask about the semen? Do I ask about the semen? I don't think it's a good idea to ask about the semen. I'm doing it anyway.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Technically not. Come on, man. Listen. You can't trust them. It's just you and me.
I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait. Stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what you said?
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's really old, really?
You asked.
But if you're wrong, we are both wrong about the deceased. He turned out to be 40.
42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsurage.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
He squints, let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Oh no, another thought is being made. Fuck, man. Oh, there are so many questions. I need to speak to Evrart. Mr. Dubois, did you do the thing I said? Mr. Dubois? Mr. Dubois? Harry? Harry, are you looking at pornography again in my office? Harry, you know I can't get up from this chair. Why would you do that with just standing there next to me? Sauce? Sauce, Harry? Wild Pines. The Doc soundtrack's pretty good too.
There, in that container you moved, there's something rich in there. We've got to get inside.
I've already tried to convince it to open and it failed.
Then it's time to show you how a master does it. No lock survives around with savvy. Get me up close.
What are you doing?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened.
Holy
since you were
shit!
last here.
Plus
If
5!
anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Savvy's here!
And
No!
it's impossible to open a container.
I was 1 off!
Maybe you're losing your mind. Seems like it. You're still hanging with this fool. Something isn't right.
Thank God I need to do more points for rhetoric. For Titus, anyway. Alright, let me talk to the weird dude humming on the container now that I'm finally here and I might as well. God damn it.
Container, container. Used to be Wild Pine.
Hi.
Evrart. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, Hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Actually, I am, yes. Oh, no, they're not scabs, the people.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What's the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers.
Oh my god.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Everything is so pretty and red.
God,
you and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder. Keep it together. No need to show your wonder. The old man whistles and hums a jaunty tune.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Ah, yes, Jean-Luc.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
What would they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a
that
fight
laugh,
since I was
though.
in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this under Hardie's.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Evrart and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this.
Oh. Mr. Evrart did. When he was in middle school.
Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Evrart.
Huh.
I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Evrart has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
Oh, we do know that, though.
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everart's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
I like Leo. I should have spoken to him earlier. I like Leo.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Oh, that Lizzie. Oh, I don't like her. She can suck a dick.
But she's a real nice girl.
Bullshit.
Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
Never
For
mind.
a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
I'm sad because he brought up her.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are all right.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Are you who at the know the
Oh,
Danners?
yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
The borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it, the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
I'll look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir. Bye-bye now.
Okay, I think they're putting alcohol in the borscht. Mr. Dubois. Hello.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always.
He grins as if nothing in the world bothers him. I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Oh, Evrart. I've really turned around on this guy. He's a scumbag and a half, but I'm starting to love him.
You fucked up. You waited too long, the weasel came back, and now you can't open the door I asked you to open.
The big man looks you straight in the eye.
Evrart forgives, Harry. Don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be all right. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am. Benevolent.
I thought I had more time.
Now let's get down to brass tacks.
Oh.
It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
God, it's so funny that arguably one of the most difficult, like one of the most difficult initial boss fights, so to speak, of this game has a portrait like this, with this fucking face and the lazy eye and everything. It's just so much.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines, sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
The Senorita Pineapple Company. Is that like a poke on the banana companies that constantly fought in South America? Might be.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
I wish there was a line that was like, I think I'm staring at the elephant now.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait. Evrart, are you so fat you can't leave your desk and stuff? So they just move you? They just move the container you're in? From spot to spot?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
That's fucking hilarious.
But enough about me and my
This is some what's eating Gilbert Grape shit.
The company hired. I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Wait, 3 of them? Oh shit, you make a good point.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Oh, thanks, Evrart. Thank you.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
He always ignores Kim because he knows I'm the weak link.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Whole neighborhood's in on it.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
We actually did the pushing.
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardie, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Yeah, is that what he said, Evrart? Those exact words?
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what?
That was a formidable check.
Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
There's a bullet in his head.
So they shot him.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
My 2 little policemen, he says. Oh, his use of like various adjectives and it's just like his entire rhetoric is so it's so manipulative.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That scab leader is giant, that's true.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary
He specifically stated 7.
Always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
And I feel like he even said those words specifically to try to trick me. Because there's an 8th.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in
He's
mind.
just ignoring Kim because he knows talking to me will get him what he wants.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
That's him allowing the police to ask his men questions.
I met these Hards. Can you ask them to crop with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
But I'm broke, Felician. I don't. No.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
Ah, unless I got into the communist world.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I need the money because I just didn't ask for his $5. I'm a hustler. I grind.
Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies, it's with the companies. Honestly, what I have in mind is a business proposal. A left-wing business proposal, but still...
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Yeah, La Delta?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Claire was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Just the way he said that. Off drug? Harry, we're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. We're gonna have a derby, Harry. A derby. Isn't that great?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
The fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth center, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now.
Okay, so the fishing lady and the
Once you
programmer.
have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I know we can do business together.
God damn it, Evrart. God damn it. I think I can talk to the Hardie boys again. Even though I lost my rhetoric chance on the crate. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe I've chosen to go the ultra-liberal path for the money and the grind and the hustle culture just because I spoke to Sunday Friend and he was the most insufferable human being I have ever had the displeasure of talking to. One person entirely changed my political ideologies. It was that easy. That dude down there is really big though, that is true. He does make a good point about the scab leader. Alright, Titus, I think I can talk to you again. Maybe.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, it's still locked. Me and Evrart talked. You promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more and find out, gimp?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
He turns his eyes full of hurt to the big man.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
72%, 72%, 72%, 72%, 72%.
Convinced Titus
Thank
is
God.
being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
Well, then one of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Klaasje. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Good, I like this. This guy's learning.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they'll just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Oh, shit.
Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
We'll go with Angus. I'm wearing the armor. He can't kill me. He can't kill me. I'm invincible. I'm wearing this armor.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Oh, boy.
Shut up, Angus.
Uh-oh.
Fatty!
The little
One
guy.
more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
No, he doesn't. The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
You know, we've fat shamed someone a lot this game, Evrart in particular. But honestly, the game kind of did that, so it was kind of funny. But I have more shut the fuck up, Elizabeth.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrart.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Thank God she's gone. Titus, you're cool in my book now.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him, he was already dead?
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
The girls, plural.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Klaasje came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
Okay.
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened
We
then?
went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
That's why the window was replaced.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If she didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I told you she's not what she seems, yeah.
Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy. Maybe. The kind of people who are after her. I guess she'd have to be.
Which are who?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Who did kill the merc then? It sounds like she killed him, but...
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaasje. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
No. No, I don't believe that because the bullet hole was in the back of the mouth. There was no exit wound on like the back of the head or the facial tissue. So it seems like, unless I'm remembering it wrong, it seems like the gun was in the dude's mouth. Because his tongue was just like there wasn't like a hole in his face, and I don't think we saw an autopsy on the back of the head either.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
He has ideas about his past too.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Cronell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Listen, hey.
He's calmed down, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Whose idea was to hang him? Hers?
In a manner of speaking. We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardie boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardie boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardie girl, Titus.
We're Hardie boys, and that's it.
Tell me anything about this affiliate name, current location.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klaasje you want to talk to.
Okay.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klaasje, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache.
But you'd prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period.
Oh, that's that. I'll put that away later. Holy shit, that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay. But we don't... It doesn't seem right with the bullet, though. I have to talk to her once before we end tonight. I have to talk to her once. It would kill me if I stopped playing now and waited till tomorrow.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardie boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
You don't look surprised.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardies. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardie boys are the law?
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern. You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
Oh.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
So she was like a corporate spy, basically. I want to do the when I'm king one because it's my money.
This was not a joke.
Oh, shit.
Real people lost
It's not
their
the money
jobs.
one.
Not just in the C-suite either. Good people. What I did to get to accounting. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I drink.
I do that too, yes. It's unbelievably effective. Especially when combined with cigarettes and drugs.
Okay, so she ran to Martinez because she was doing corporate espionage, and now the people that hired her and the company she was in want her gone. So she's on the run, basically. What happened here then? He died. What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Did it not have the...
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Fuck. Fuck. I cannot believe that was correct. God damn it. Not to mention it.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then run downstairs.
On pause, she extends her arms to her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh. So am I.
She immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little.
I didn't think we saw an entry wound in the back of the head. I guess maybe over the week of decay and possibly the neck. I could see the lacerations caused by the rope maybe obscuring it.
He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Yeah, why are you still here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardies were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The girl Hardie.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardie Boys.
I thought Hardie was the leader of the Hardie Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
I didn't know Ruby, okay.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others. Does she also party with Ruby, however?
Did you?
No.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Visual calculus, oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Yeah.
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardie Boys.
Did you hear the gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
I'm not asking if they killed Lily. The people after you have killed them.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
I don't know.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
I wish there was a...
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Oh, was it?
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
I was hoping that she would have seen me punch Cuno in the face and be like, thanks for that. When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
In God's name, wake up. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I think it's for me. I think it's me to be like, snap out of it, Mr. Dubois. I have -1 drama, though I actually have quite a few clothes that increase my drama. Oh my God, this fit though.
Officer, it's a fine.
It is 83%.
Officer, it's a fine day.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first.
This is so difficult to determine.
See?
Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Your real name isn't Klaasje. Yeah.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. like I did at LCSB, I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She looks at her hands. Her fingernails are chipped white.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Klaasje.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I think you didn't make the call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I believe her either. She's given me the runaround so much. I feel bad for her, but I don't think she should be free either. Like, I feel bad for her, but I really don't think she shouldn't be in jail. You do have a very recent save? No. We don't save scum. We're not save scum in here. She's lied to me multiple times, and in doing so has me untrustworthy of all kinds of the things she's telling me now. But at the same time, I don't think she should be out and about. If it is true, if he got shot because someone is trying to get to her, then she should not be on the streets. She's a liability for citizens. There's a possibility that it could just be the simple fact that the mercenary guy was just, it has nothing to do with him being a mercenary. He just happened to be the guy that was with her. If she banged Titus, it could have been Titus dead. I don't know. I don't know what to do.